10 or tipped, whatever you say it is. I am going to lessen my interception numbers. That is a guaranteed.
First off, the Dallas is upside down.
Right. Yeah, I was about to say, why is he winning?
Whoever made that
He's been wearing that for 2 years.
Yeah,
So
well,
I want to ask him why is that?
What year were you born?
You're funny.
What year were you born?
So they do that now?
It's called swag, guys.
That's
Right.
called swag.
Upside down, backwards.
It's not like you didn't know what it said.
That's true. All right, so here's the deal.
The youngers are backwards right now. I think we need to start fixing that so they could reverse themselves.
The younger generation is backwards.
Yes.
What I thought that had said salad. I had to read it the wrong way. It said Dallas. In any event, so here's what's interesting about it. He guaranteed he's going to throw less interceptions this year than last year. Whether it's a Kint or a Rent, he don't care. He's going to throw fewer interceptions this year. Nobody said to him, but Dak, you missed 5 games last year, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So now he's got to throw less than 15 picks, in theory, in 17 games. So let's go to practice. Let's see. Did he get through a practice without throwing an interception yesterday?
I feel like he's
Let's show the first play from scrimmage yesterday. Cowboy practice. He's got a man going deep, and he underthrows him for an interception. Yep. So, yikes, huh?
I got him at 10.
Right at 10.
I got him at 10 or 11.
By the way, if he throws 10 picks, he had a great year.
Yeah.
No joke. That would be a great year.
He's still throwing interceptions.
Yeah, but 10 would be 5 less than last year and maybe playing 5 more games. So you think Dak's going to have a good year?
Yeah,
I see you over there.
10 or 11,
Yeah, but listen, I'm glad that he's kind of laughing at it. He knows what the storyline is in the narrative, and that is that he's not the reason they win. He's been the reason they've lost. Yeah. We all know that he throws the worst out pass in the NFL. Every time he does it, it gets picked or knocked down. And here's the deal. If Tim is right, if he's 10 or less single-digit interceptions, the Dallas Cowboys are having a huge year.
Big-time year. If he can limit his interceptions and his turnovers to less than 10, they're going to be in contention to do some really, really good things this year. I think he has to understand it's not just about interceptions. It's decision-making.
Right.
It's about making the right decision and throwing the ball in the right space on time.
And by the way, you as wide receivers and quarterbacks, we hear this term a lot, and even more now than ever before, the quote-unquote, he even said it there, the 50-50 ball. Now, listen, he's got a guy in CeeDee Lamb that's going to win, I think, the majority of those. Mm-hmm. Not all of them, of course. Mm-hmm. You know, a guy like Plaxico was here last week. He was the guy that would win most of them because he's 6'6" and all that. Yeah. But if I'm the offensive coordinator, who's now Mike McCarthy, also the head coach, I don't want 50-50 balls. I want balls to open wide receivers, not balls that when you release it, you know it best. I got a 50-50 shot. That's a mistaken
But
thinking.
those opportunities are they happen in the game. Man-to-man all across. I got to make a play. It's 3rd and 9. Everyone's playing man. They just rushing 4 and keeping everybody man. Somebody has to make a play in that regard. Only thing is, A, they can't put themselves in those 3rd and long positions. Those are obviously crucial.
Right.
And then secondly, when those opportunities do come about, CeeDee Lamb, you get paid some money too. I don't think he got paid just yet. But
that's the big money.
You're getting paid to be a wide receiver. You're my number one guy. Yeah. We count on you to be great. Like, you're the guy that has to come down with the ball sometimes.
I ask a silly question since we're camping, NFL camping right now. If you have a play that's, let's say, a 10-yard dig or an out or, whatever it might be, I always wonder this. How do you know that you've run 10 yards?
Well, it's a feel.
Are you counting it? Are you looking at the hash marks?
No,
how
I
do
think
you know?
You've run that play so many times that your body is telling you when you're at 10 yards.
I just ran 10 yards.
Correct.
Boom.
Correct.
Boy, that'd be cool. I never know what that's like. I was wondering, does someone go, yo, that's 10, turn around.
Or you could count 3 strides with your right foot. I do that too. 1, 2, and by that 3rd one, you're at 5.
And it's
a little cheat code for you wide receivers over there.
Are there routes where the route is you specifically run a specific number of yards before you make your move?
Absolutely. Or they kind of give you a range. You want to make your break at 10 to 12 yards.
Got it.
So that the route behind you can open up or whatever the route combination in theory.
So, and it's, again, another silly question, but I'm trying to teach the audience here. Mm-hmm. Are you counting in your head? Or is it just a natural thing where, I know I did 10, turn around?
Yes, it's more of a feel.
Got it.
At least for me it was. It was
because I'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I turn around.
And then you're getting an elbow to your jaw. So that elbow to the helmet.
I don't know, 10 yards? How the hell do I know 10 yards, right?
Now, you know what? I wanted to ask that same question. Like, how do you know you
So
run
you
10
let me be
yards?
Well, you're also, I mean, your head is up while you're running, but you can see the line. So, like, your body is telling you, okay, that's one line, it's 5 yards. Second line, okay, I should probably break down right now.
Got it.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? You're peripherying the lines and knowing when to stop.
That's a new
that's
word.
like-
We're
that's like
peripheral.
2.5 seconds.
I got you. I know what you
Great
meant,
word.
though. I'm
That's
with
like
you.
field vision.
Yeah, I get it. I see what you meant.
Peripherying might be
How many
sketchy.
seconds
Made it
does
a
it
verb.
take?
I like it.
To 10 yards?
Yeah.
I count 3 steps with my right foot.
Got
so
it.
1, 2, 3, typically that
Turn
third,
around.
typically that third one, I'm right
And of
around
course,
10
when he
yards.
played, though, the ball was usually by his feet because Eli never hit him in the chest. The ball was always low on those 10-yard digs.
Eli, I caught everything. Don't worry about it.
All right, let me go. Okay, let's keep camping. Let's camp with George Kittle and San Francisco. He's, of course, their stud tight end. And we all know that they got the goods talent-wise to make a run to a Super Bowl. Here's what Kittle said specifically about that Super Bowl window. Go ahead.
We have a lot of highly paid players on this team who have earned that money.
Nice hat.
And you can only pay so many guys. And we know that, some of those guys are kind of at the end of their contracts, the end of the guarantees, and that's when kind of, things start to move. We're
Right.
aware of that. We know that, we have a fantastic team. We need to win games. It's on us. It's on our amazing coaching staff. It's on our amazing players. Like, we have to go out there and win.
That is so true, and it's nice to hear a player acknowledge that. We all recognize we've got a lot of people making a lot of money. Contracts are going to start coming up, and you can't keep everybody. That's what's happening in places like Cincinnati, right? Where you got this great core. How do you hang on to everybody? San Francisco's in the same exact spot. Contracts start expiring 2 years from now, meaning contracts get extended in the next 12 to 18 months.
Exactly.
And just from a talent standpoint, look, Trent Williams is the best offensive lineman for my money in all football, but you got tight end, you got running backs, you got wide receivers, and it all comes together with, prior to last year, an unproven young 22-year-old quarterback who's got to make all the right decisions. But I love hearing guys verbalize what we think to be true. San Fran's as good as anybody in football. They should be in the NFC Championship game before they play a single game this year. And then, of course, things happen. Quarterback busts his elbow up, the first drive of the game. You don't know how that plays out. But I love hearing Kittle talk about it because he's right.
Yeah, it's absolutely right. And let's be honest, every team, every year, after that season is over and you either make it to the Super Bowl, you make it to, or not, you're like, this is another year where our schedules and our contracts are going to be getting older. We are getting older. The money's not going to be there forever. This team isn't going to be constructed this way forever. And the clock is ticking. The moment you get to the NFL, that clock starts ticking.
Yeah.
In terms of winning and your legacy and whatever you want to accomplish.
Wasted opportunity.
Correct.
San Francisco, in theory, if they don't win a Super Bowl, they're going to be in a conversation of best teams not to win Super Bowls. That's a conversation that's going to have to be had right now for your money. And I think we agree it's them or Philly on paper. I know there's other teams that are going to lay claim that we're good enough to win it also. The Saints think they're going to win their division, and we could name 5 other teams right now. Obviously, Cowboys one of them. But right now, for your money, San Fran, Philly, who would be next for you?
Ooh, next in terms of...
Like, if we agree San Fran and Philly are the 2 teams on paper to beat.
Who's that third team?
Yeah, who's the team that's got who's like nipping right there at the ankles?
Oh, man, it's, I would say Dallas is right there.
I'm with you on that. I know we've been mocking Dak Prescott and the interceptions.
Right there.
If they fix that and that alone, and obviously stay healthy, I'm telling you, I would not be shocked if the Dallas Cowboys are alive in late January and still playing football.
But even in late January, even if they're in the playoffs, there's something about them that I'm just not going to pick them to win it. Because at some point, you just know and feel like, and this is coming straight from my blue bleeding heart.
Fair enough.
That they're going to botch it all, and it's not going to come to fruition. Their dreams and hopes and